just wanted to get on here and show my side of this story of a situation that has been going on. So last week, my ex now, he, whatever, he finally admitted that for X amount of time that he's been knowing that, he's fallen out of love with me, doesn't find me attractive, and he doesn't want to marry me. And obviously all that hurt my feelings, I had been with him for 2 years, we had a baby together, we were living together, so it's like, damn, like, okay, tell me how you really feel. So then the next day I'm like, okay, well, like, since you feel like that, like, I can't have you living here. Like, I still love you, and you want me to live with you and look at you in your face every day and just act like you didn't just say that shit. But he didn't want to leave, so
nah, you gotta keep that same energy. You don't want to be with me, you gotta go. What you trying to stay over here for? What you need to be over here for? I'm with her. Shit, you gotta go.
So then the day after that, we were watching Ozark, and I fell asleep on the couch, and then I woke up to him, like, just trigger warning, going crazy, literally. Like, he was punching me in my back, he was dragging me by my hair, he dragged me by my hair off the couch to the ground, dragged me from the living room to the kitchen, put my head underwater in the sink, dragged me by my hair to the stairs, was slapping me as hard as he could, slapping me so hard that I was seeing stars, okay? And then he dragged me all the way upstairs, and he was spitting on me, calling me a dumbass bitch, like, all this shit, literally. And like it was so bad that afterwards the whole time I was crying, like, I was crying, and I would get slapped and told to, like, be quiet or shut up. And afterwards, like, I was, like, shaking from everything that had just happened, right? And I'm, like, begging him to go take a shower, and he's just, like, shining his flashlight on me. He's like, oh, I didn't beat you that bad, shining the light in my face, like, saying, like, what's wrong? And I'm just like, I just want to go take a shower. Like, I was literally begging him to go take a shower because I have spit in my fucking hair, spit on my face. Like, I just wanted to take a shower. So for, like, the day after that, I kind of just, like, was not mentally there. Like, I was pretty fucked up from that night before, because I was just like, what the fuck just happened? You know what I mean? And, like, the day went on, whatever. Like, he was always still living there, so, like, when he was around, like, I didn't even talk. Like, I was just kind of, like, gone. And then on Sunday, I was play fighting with him. Like, I was hitting him with the pillow, and then, like, he got up off the couch. I was on another couch, and he dragged me by my hair onto the ground, hit me as hard as he could with the pillow, and then, like, looks at our son, and he's like, I could end her. And then in my head, I'm just like,
Whoa. Whoa. Yo, him telling her that he wants to end a relationship is the best thing that he could say. Because this guy is just off the wall right now. He's like, I don't know. You got to imagine, man, your own spouse spitting on you, beating on you, and all of this. Like, she should be happy he said that. And if he don't get out, well, I don't know who place it is, and she got to get away from dude. And then he like, how you gonna look at your baby and be like, oh, I can end your mom? What?
like, all right, like, is this just what's
Let's go to jail!
gonna be like for till you wanna fucking leave? So obviously, like, I'm telling people about this, and they're like, you need to, well, I told them on Saturday after that night of Friday happened, and they're like, you need to, like, that's not okay, like, that's crazy, you need to report that. And, like, I didn't want to, because, like, I love him, like, I care about him, and I didn't want anything.
He don't love you. He's spitting on you. He's beating you. He's doing all these things to you. He can't love you, bro. I can't imagine me doing that to somebody, bro. That's crazy.
Having him, even though obviously he didn't give a shit about me. But so Monday comes around, and, like, I finally, like, I'm like, okay, like, I'm gonna report it. So I call them, and I'm like, hey, like, I just want to report this, like, I just want to document this. I don't want nothing else to happen. Like, I just want it out there. And they're like, yeah, we could do that. And then the police come and they're like, no, like, we don't do that. Like, this is DV. We don't play about DV.
Somebody got to go to jail.
Arrest now. And I'm just like, ugh. And I was crying. Like, I was crying really bad because I was just like, I feel so bad. I didn't want to do this to him, you know? And then, like, days go by. I didn't tell him because I didn't want to tell him. But then, like, the police come to my house and I'm like, because he's there. And, like, I'm like, I don't know where he's been. And then he walks around the corner and then he gets arrested. And even then, I'm feeling bad. Like, I feel guilty for doing this to him. Like, ugh. So they take him. I'm, like, messaging his friends, like, hey, like, he just got arrested. Like, be on the lookout for his call. Like, I called his work, and I'm like, hey, he's, like, there's been an emergency. He's not going to be there. If you can cancel his clients. Like, bro. And I haven't heard from him since then. And it's just crazy because, you know, looking back, I mean, it's only been like a little over a week, but looking back, like, the whole relationship, he was kind of like that for real, because he would just say mean things to me. Like, he would say, like, oh yeah, because I wanted to get a girl with 3 kids pregnant, when it's like, okay, but you did. And then, like, he would just say just like slick ass shit. Like, when after I had our son, like, I was working, but I was working at Target, and that just wasn't good enough for him. He's like, you need a real job. You have no drive to work. And then it's like, when I get a job as a trainer, he's like, I don't even know what your schedule is. Like, how are we supposed to? And I'm like, you're unhappy with everything. Like, I cook, I clean, I take care of the kids, like, I get everybody to school and back down for their nap by the time he's up. Like, he doesn't even see the children. And then he gets home at like 8 or 9 o'clock, and I've made him food, I've cleaned the house, I got everybody to bed. Like, and for him to, like, just say that, you know, like, it's just crazy. Like, I think the thing I was hurt the most was when he said he didn't want to marry me. And I only say that because it's like, when I got pregnant with our son, the whole time I'm like, before I got pregnant with him, I was like, I don't want to have a 4th kid unless I'm getting married. And I told him that from the jump. And then I got pregnant, and then, like, I got pregnant and we had a miscarriage. And, like, at that point, like, you could have been like, no, like, I don't want this, you know, but you chose to stay with me and get me pregnant again and make all these promises. And it's just like, for you to, like, do that to me and then just treat me that way. And I put up with it because I loved him, but it's like, I did all that just for, you know, him to just kind of, like, shit on me. And I feel like he's telling all his friends, like, I'm lying about what happened, because he didn't want to be with me. But it's like, why would I lie about that? Like, that's that's crazy. And honestly, I'm kind of mad at myself for crying, because I almost made it without crying, but, like, for a day or two. But I'm still very much so hurt about the situation and whatnot. And I feel like I just need to put it out there, my side of the story, because I feel like I'm being made out to the villain, when it's like, this whole time I'm the one that's been abused this whole relationship, and I'm just at my point. And yeah,
That's fucked up, man. Y'all niggas, man, y'all be putting these girls through hell, boy. Y'all be putting them through hell, and y'all be fucking it up for the good niggas like myself. You know, who actually gonna come in and treat you right, baby. You feel me? They be traumatized. Girls be traumatized for what the niggas do to them, so they can't see correctly what's going on when I pull up on them. They don't even know. But anyway, yeah, I mean, she mentioned, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure they got a beautiful baby boy, but she mentioned, like, you know, she didn't want to get pregnant again before she was married. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta do things to ensure that you're not gonna get pregnant. Y'all can't just rely on the pullout game, okay? Y'all can't just rely on the pullout game. The nigga saying that he gonna pull out. It's pre-cum. You need to make him wear a condom. You need to get on birth control. You know what I'm saying? You need to take proper precaution in order, you know what I'm saying, for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because now he done got her pregnant. Now she got 4 kids, and he just probably gonna be out living his best life, most likely. You know what I'm saying? But it do sound crazy. He's stupid abusive, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's a shame, man, that the niggas be putting the girls through this shit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame. You know what I'm saying? But I guess the only thing she can do now is, take care of her responsibility and stay away from dude ass, like, as far as possible. Excuse me. Oh, bless me. Stay far away from dude ass. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with him no more. Get his ass sent to jail. You see what I'm saying? Well, he did go to jail, cause you can't be around here hitting on people, man. That's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all let me know what y'all think. Hopefully she never goes back to this dude, and shit. They can co-parent. You know what I'm saying? They can be on the same boat as far as co-parenting, but it's a shame, boy.
So it's been a couple of days since I posted that video about my DV experience with my ex, and I kind of just wanted to like touch base on a couple of comments that I had seen. Like, people were asking, like, did you call the cops? Did you get a restraining order? And yes to both of those. Like, I called the cops, and they automatically put a protective order on him. Now, I didn't call the cops right away because I feel like I was trying to like process everything, to be honest. And like, really, I feel like I'm still processing it, because I could be like sitting there and then like think about it, and I'll be like, why did he do that, type of thing, and like it kind of puts like a pit in my stomach. But anyways, like, I had to ask people, or like not ask people, but like I was telling them like basically what happened, and most of them, if not all of them, advised me to like go and report it. And like, that was the first time he had ever done that, like to that extent. It wasn't like he was like beating my ass every day. Prior to that, he was.
It doesn't matter if somebody puts their hands on you one time. 95, probably a higher percentage, it's a 95% chance they gonna do that shit again. You feel me?
Kind of like emotionally and verbally, I don't want to say like abusive, but he wasn't nice. And another thing that I saw people asking was like, what did I do? Because there's no way that he would have just randomly done that.
It don't matter what the fuck she did. Don't nobody deserve to get hands put on them.
Which is actually kind of wild to ask somebody, but like, I think what happened was, because in that video,
especially in the magnitude, he say, oh, I ain't beat you that bad. Y'all heard what she said? He said, oh, I ain't beat you that bad with the flashlight. Come on, man.
I told y'all that he basically broke up with me, and then the next day, because he lived here, I told him like, okay, well, like, you gotta leave. And he didn't want to leave, so I was like trying to like get his stuff out of the house, and like he was like, I'm not leaving. And we kind of like had an argument, because I'm like, well, you don't want to be with me, so it's like, why are you gonna live here in the house with me whenever, like, you know what I mean? So that's the only thing that I could be like, okay, like maybe that pissed him off, but still, like, that reaction's crazy. But to be honest, like, God works in mysterious ways, because I'm not gonna lie, like, literally a couple weeks prior to that, like, I was like, show me if this man is for me, right? And we were planning on moving to Houston, because right now,
yo, how many people have ever done that? I've actually done that before, right? God, show me if this girl for me, because she acting a little weird. And like a couple of days later, something happened. You feel me? He'll show you now. Be careful what you ask for.
Where I live, it's like 40 minutes away, and he works in Houston, so he would just complain all the time about the drive, right? The drive is too far, and he's tired of it. So I was like, okay, like, let's move. Like, if this is what's gonna, better your mood, your energy, like, all right, like, I'll make the drive over here, because I still work over here. So at the end of the month, last month, we went and looked at apartments, and we applied, and our move-in date was set for the 9th. And it was just taking a while for them to get our application like going and approved. And like all that stuff happened on the 5th of September. And we were supposed to move on the 9th of September. But since we hadn't heard anything back, like it was postponed. So that was already like the first red flag, you know, like, okay, like shouldn't move in with this guy. But I was like, I was gonna sweep it under the rug until like I talked about people over the weekend, and then I called the cops that Monday on the 8th. And then tell me why the apartments called me the next day after I reported him, saying that we were approved and we were ready to go for that weekend. And it's like, okay, well, obviously we're not moving in because like I just reported this man. So just imagine like if I would have, like, if that sequence would have never happened and we got approved right away and we moved all the way to Houston, and I would have been away from like my mom, my kids would have been with me, and then like we move over there and then this happened. Like, that's insane to think about. And honestly, like, I'm so happy that I talked to the people and they told me like that's crazy, that's not normal, that's not right. Because yeah, like it could have been worse, like if I moved over there and I was stuck in a lease with him and whatnot and I left my house. So I'm on day 12 of no contact, and here's how we're feeling. Not even gonna lie, I cracked the other day and I went searching on his social media, and I guess I found what I was looking for. Like, I seen he's following already like other girls and whatnot, and obviously that killed my mood. And in my head I was like crashing out, but honestly, like as I get older and whatnot, I'm just like, okay. And it carried over into the next day of where I was just kind of like thinking about it. But I had gone to church, and like the message of the day was like breaking toxic cycles. And honestly, like before, like past Madeline,
God speaking to her now. God speaking to you, baby.
no, like she would have lost her shit. But we're not gonna do that anymore. And I feel like that's gonna make it easier to move on, because obviously if I just do that, like it doesn't accomplish anything. So last night I just kind of like prayed, and I was just like, please, like, just don't let this bother me anymore. And then I started getting like those memories of like him telling me like straight to my face like that he didn't love me. So it's like, okay, like he doesn't love me, so why do I care what he's doing? I literally asked God to like remove this man, and he did. So I can't be, you know? And it's like God tried to do it in the nicest way possible. Like by, you know, I mean, not saying like he gave me a miscarriage, but like our first pregnancy, like I had a miscarriage. So it's like, okay, like this isn't for me. And then just like small stuff, like I should have been like, no, like have some self respect. So then, like, finally, like that last straw was like extreme, but obviously I was not gonna leave. So I guess just like knowing that, you know, this is what I asked for and it was given to me, it kind of just like helps in the sense of like, okay, like obviously I'm gonna feel whatever I feel, but how I react and move forward is what really matters. So I'm just gonna keep trucking along, and this seems like it's getting easier. So, but yeah, so healing is definitely not linear, but I think it'll definitely get
It's a
easier.
shame the stuff y'all niggas be putting the girls through. That's why um we all gotta take precaution. You know what I'm saying? Like we all gotta take precaution and make sure we doing the best for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We gotta, and I see niggas be gaslighting y'all all type of shit. It's a shame, man. You know you can't really be listening to what people say. You gotta watch their actions. I'm not sure how his actions was, but well, we see how his actions was. He was abusive. But yeah, man. Only thing I'm gonna say is if somebody hitting on you, abusing on you, spitting on you, punching you, and all of this shit, man, they don't love you. They can't. Like, and it's vice versa, man. Men getting hit, women getting hit. You know what I'm saying? I wish a motherfucker would hit me. Y'all know what the fuck gonna happen. You going to jail. You see what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think. And you going to jail the first time too. I'm not wasting no time. Let's teach you a lesson. Let's get this shit out the way. All right. But hopefully she's all right. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, hopefully she never goes back to do again. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with me. Make sure y'all smash that like button. It's your boy Ray. Big play. Peace.